Hello students, hope everyone is fine and doing well. So in this video we are going to discuss a graphical method of solving pair of linear equation in two variables. I think in video 1, in video 2 we discussed the introduction part of the pair of linear equations. We solved some word problems, how to make the equations from the word problems, and we discussed about the conditions for parallel lines, intersecting lines and coincidence lines. Okay, and what are the conditions it has to satisfy. Now actually you are getting to the process of solving the two equations in two variables. Out of those, first method is graphical method, then you have algebraic method. In algebraic methods you will get three more sub methods: elimination, substitution, cross multiplication. We'll see those things later. Graphical method, so here I have to use the graph to find the solutions of a pair of linear equation in two variables. So here two equations are given to us: 2x plus y minus 6 equals to 0, 4x minus 2y minus 4 equals to 0. So by looking at the equations, by comparing their coefficients, a1 upon a2 means 1 by 2 will get 2 upon 4, that is 1 by 2. And what about b1 upon b2? b1 is 1, b2 is minus 2. So 1 upon minus 2, that is minus 1 by 2. So here I'll get a1 upon a2 is not equals to b1 upon b2. So that means this is the condition of unique solution. So you'll get a rough idea how the graph is going to look like. Okay. For that reason I am finding, otherwise it's not necessary. Now here I have taken the table. The first table, this table represents for the first equation 2x plus y minus 6 equals to 0, and this table I use for second equation 4x minus 2y minus 4 equals to 0. Let's see what is the use of. Now here I have the two equations. As I said, my first equation, here I use this table. Yeah. So here I have to take the different x values, then I'll get the different corresponding y values. For example, if I take x is 0, okay, what will be the value of y? So if you want, you can solve here somewhere. If x is 0 means you will get 2 times of 0 plus y minus 6 equals to 0, right? Then 2 times of y means 2 times of 0 is 0 plus y minus 6 equals to 0. So what you get now, next 0 plus y is y only. So y minus 6 equals to 0. That is y equals to 6. So the value of y will be 6. Now what happens if I take x value is maybe some 2. You can take any values, huh? It is as per your choice. If I take x value is 2, then I'll get 2 times of 2, or you want me to solve here separately so that you'll get here. Let me solve. First equation will give you answer as 6. Now I take, and this is for x equals to 0. Here if you want you can write for x equals to 0. My next condition is for x equals to, I have taken as 2. For x equals to 2, then what is the equation? 2 times of 2. What I am doing is x equals to 2, I am substituting in the first equation. So 2 times of 2, then plus y minus 6 equals to 0. So if I go for the condition here, what do you 2 to the 4? 4 plus y minus 6 equals to 0. So 4 minus 6 is minus 2. So my next equation will be y minus 2 equals to 0. Okay, because 4 minus 6. 4 minus 6 is minus 2. Bigger number sign will come. So hence you will get y equals to 2. Understand? So that's how we get the values of corresponding y values from the corresponding x values. So choosing of x value is your wish. Whatever the x value you want to take, you take the x values here. I have taken first initially 0, then 2. So here y value is 2. Now you may have a doubt, why always I have to choose x value only? You may choose y value also. If I put, for example, y is 0. So if I put y equals to 0 in the first equation only, y equals to 0 means this value is going to be 0. Then I have 2x minus 6 equals to 0. You substitute, okay? Then you will get x value as 3. Okay. Now next case I'll go for maybe y value is 1. So if y value is 1, what do you get? If you want, let me solve for y equals to 1. Let me see what are the values. What do you get exactly here? If y equals to 1, let me take this space. If y equals to 1, what will you get? 2x plus 1 minus 6 equals to 0. Then you will get it as 2x 1 minus 6. 1 minus 6 is minus 5 equals to 0. Then you will get it as, if I simplify this equation, I'll end with x equals to 5 upon 2. 5 by 2 is 2.5. So representing the decimal numbers, 2.5, okay, I can represent still. But if I got, for example, 2.33333 or 2.765 or maybe minus 5.628, so representing those numbers on the graph, it will be difficult, right? That's why we avoid such decimal values. Up to you are getting 0.5, that is okay. If you are getting other than point, for example, if I get 2.1 by taking some value, may not be in this equation, in any other equation, if you are getting 7.32, so avoid those. If I take x value as, for example, some minus 1, then I am getting y equals to 7.32 in some question, then avoid those x values, okay? Don't go for fractional values, try to get direct values. So here I got the 4 x values and 4 corresponding y values, but in the exam it is enough to find only 3 values. Even it is enough to find 2 values, but we go for 3 values because if I have 2 points, any 2 points, you can draw a line passing through. There is only one line which passes through 2 different points, right? But if you find one of the point is wrong, then you never know your answers are right or wrong. But if you find 3 points for a one particular line, like I have, maybe first 3 points I'll consider. Okay, so there must be only one line passing through all the 3 points, right? There must be only one line passing through all the 3 different points. So if it is not passing through all the 3 points, that means one of your point is wrong. Understood? So you have to check that particular point. So that's why we'll go for 3 points instead of 2 or 4 or 5. We'll find any 3 values of x and the corresponding values of y. For example, if I put here, first preferably I'll go for x equals to 0, y equals to 0. If y equals to 0, what do you get? So here I'll write for y equals to 0. So what do you get? 4x minus 2 times of 0 minus 4 equals to 0. So then I'll get 4x minus 2 times of 0 is 0, so I can exclude it, minus 4 equals to 0. So what do you get finally? If I solve it, then you finally will get x equals to 1. 4x minus 4 equals to 0, that means 4x equals to 4, then x equals to 1. So if y value is 0, then x value is 1. Now second case I'll go is, let me put x value is 0 and see what is the y value. If x value is 0, so here I'll write for x equals to 0, let's see what do you get. X equals to 0 means you will get 4 times of 0 minus 2 times of y minus 4 equals to 0. Okay, most probably I'll go for x equals to 0, y equals to 0, then see what type of answers are coming. If it is decimal values, as I said, 0.378 and so on, then we will exclude those values. We will not include in the table. You may find and leave it. No need to cancel also, but in the table you don't write it. So 4 times of 0 is 0. Then I'll get minus 2y. Can I write this? Here I didn't take maybe. Oh, this minus is appearing. Yeah. What I do is I'll take that minus 4 to RHS, so that will become plus 4. So see what do you get here. 0 minus 2y. 0 minus 2y is minus 2y only, because if you subtract or add anything to the 0, it will give me the same number. And finally, if I solve this one, I'll end with y equals to 4 upon minus 2. 4 upon minus 2 is minus 2. So if x equals to 0, y value I am getting as minus 2. See here I am getting the negative values also, okay? So nothing to bother about why it is negative value, or you may get some negative values also. Don't worry. Next value is, what should I take? X is 0, y is 0. Now, you don't take x is 1, because here I have taken y is 0, then I got x value is 1. You don't need to solve again x is 1. If I put x is 1 here, my y value will come as 0 only. Okay, so do not consider the same values which you already solved it. Maybe I'll go for y is maybe 2. Let me put y value is 2. If y value is 2, then I'll get here this 2 times of 2, which is 4, 4x minus 4 minus 4, that will be minus 8. So if it is minus 8, it will go as plus 8. I think this also will come 2 only. Understood? So I have solved it orally. In the exam also, if you are capable, without you no need to show all these steps, okay, in the exam. It's not necessary to show, but if you are confident enough, then only you try. Otherwise, you solve each and every question as I did here. If you are sure about your calculation part that you can do it well, so what you can do is, see here, I have taken y equals to 2. Okay, I did not show any calculations. How I got x value? Just I calculated orally. If y is 2, then 2 2 is 4. This is minus 4 will come here. Here also minus 4. Total minus 8. If minus 8 will come to the RHS side, this side, after equality, it will come plus 8. So I'll get 4x equals to 8. Then x will be 2. That's how I solved it orally. Understood? Now I got both the tables. This first table represents for first equation, and your second table represents for second equation. Now what I have to do is, I have to represent these points on the graph. How do I say these are the points? My first point is 0, 6. X is 0, then corresponding y value is 6. So my first point will become 0, 6. My second point will become 2, 2. Third point will become 3, 0. And fourth point will become 5 by 2, 1. So let me represent. First point is 0, 6. So here I have the graph. What is the first point? 0, comma 6. X is 0 and y is 6. So I think everyone knows where is 0, comma 6 appears. X is 0 here. This is the intersection point, and y is 6. Y is 6 means positive x-axis. Here is the point 0, comma 6. Okay. So I got 0, comma 6. I highlighted with the dot. Second point is 2, comma 2. So x is 2 and y is also 2. How do you get x is 2, y is 2? X is 2 means I'll move till 2 here on the x-axis. Y is 2 means I'll move 2 points upward. So here is the point 2, comma 2. I hope everybody can see this. If you want, I'll increase the size of the dot. Maybe this is 2.2, 6, 0, comma 6. What is my third point? Third point is 3, comma 0. So third point is 3, comma 0 means x is 3 and y is 0. Where is x is 3? X is 3 here and y is 0 means it will not move any upward or backward, because 0 means there is no distance. So this is the point at 3, comma 0. Now I got all the 3 points. Fourth point also, if you want to remember, x is 5 by 2. 5 by 2 means 2.5. X is 2.5 and so y is 1. 2.5 here. Yeah. X is 2.5 means it lies between 2 and 3. 2 and 3 lies. 2.5 is somewhere here. And 1 means it will come somewhere here. If you want to represent, let me show you where exactly it will come. 2.5 and 1. So this is the point 2.5, comma 1. So here I written this small dotted one. Now what I have to do is I have to draw a line which passes through all these 4 points. That's how you will understand, okay, whether your answer is right or wrong. If I have only 2 points, there is no way to identify that your answer is right. If I have 3 points at least, I can decide. See, it has to be perfect, huh? Yeah, if you want, let me highlight it. So this is the line which is represented by equation 1. I think class 9th also you already studied how to represent the linear equation in 2 variables on the graph. The same process I am doing here. Now what is the second line? Second line is 1, 0. X is 1, y is 0. So where is 1, comma 0? Here it is 1, comma 0. So let me put the dot there. So 1, comma 0 means it will come somewhere here. 1, comma 0. Okay. Now what is my second point? 0, comma minus 2. X is 0, y is minus 2. Y is minus 2 means negative y axis. Okay. So x is 0. There is no distance to move on x axis. So this is 0, comma minus 2. And what is our third and last point? 2, comma 2. Where is 2, comma 2 lies? X is 2, y is 2. This is x is 2 and y is 2. It's already written there. So now I'll draw a line which passes through all these points. This is 2, comma 2. This is 1, comma 0. So this 2, comma 2 is common for both of them. That's why I'm not redrawing it. So what I do is I'll take a straight line which passes through this point, and all the 3 points. So I have to change a little bit its direction, not exactly going to the intersection point. Yes, if you want, let me change the color. Is it visible? Yeah, maybe green color. Okay, now we got both the lines. You can take x values positive, x values can be negative, y values can be positive, y values also can be negative. All possibilities are there. Now you see where both the lines are intersecting. Can you see where both the lines are intersecting? At 2 comma 2. So therefore the common solution for given equation is 2 comma 2. You can see here also. There is a 2 comma 2 here and here also 2 comma 2 here. So likely I have taken x value to here, then I got y value to here. Here also I taken x value to, but in all the questions you may not get the solution by this way here itself. After representing on the graph, okay, after representing on the graph, then where both the lines are intersecting, that will be the common solution. As I said beginning of the question, by looking at its coefficient or comparing the coefficient, I said this equation will have unique solution. So that's why the lines are intersecting here at only one point. Is it clear? If the lines are parallel, then you'll get the graph of the equations, both straight lines which never intersect. If you want, I'll show you here somewhere they are told. Just a minute, yeah. So if the lines are parallel, here the equation is 2x plus 4y, 2x plus 4y minus 12 equals to 0. That is first equation here. And second equation is x plus 2y minus 4 equals to 0. So by comparing its coefficient, the a1 upon a2 is equals to b1 upon b2 equals to c1 upon c2. Is not equals to c1 upon c2, sorry. Because here x coefficient is 2, here x coefficient is 1, here y coefficient is 4, y coefficient is 2. So 4 by 2 is 2 and 2 by 1 is also 2. Here a1 upon a2 is equals to b1 upon b2, but it is not equals to c1 upon c2. Lines are parallel, so they did not intersect. You see the lines here. Do they look like intersecting lines? No. Okay. So what if the lines are coincide lines? That means overlapping lines. Here you see the equation. First equation is here 4x plus 6y equals to 18, and my second equation is 2x plus 3y equals to 9. So here a1 upon a2 is equals to b1 upon b2 is equals to c1 upon c2. All the ratios are equal. So hence the coincide means one line will come upon the second line. If one line is coming upon the second line, so that's why your graph is looking like there is only one straight line. But this straight line will represent both the equations. Is it clear? So the graph of coincide lines will always overlap. It seems to be one line only. And the graph of parallel lines, if the lines are parallel, then both the lines will never intersect at any point. And if there is a unique solution, they intersect at one point. Okay. So what I suggest you is that before you start the question using the graphical method, before you start solving it using the graphical method, it's just you look at it, compare the coefficients. Okay. So that you'll get a rough idea how the graph is going to look like. Find a1 upon a2, b1 upon b2 and c1 upon c2 roughly. You don't need to show in the answer. Find it roughly and see how they are equal or which are not equal. Depending on that, you know how to decide unique solution, parallel and no solution, and infinite many solutions. Okay. So it will give a rough idea. After drawing it, now once you got the rough idea, you start this process getting x values, y values. Once you got it, then represent on the graph. Then you can cross check whether you have drawn it correctly or wrong. Okay. So this is the process of solving the graphical method. Any two linear equations are given. Now the question here is, I have taken the equations directly. 3.1 we already completed, just you have to frame the equation. In 3.2 there are some word problems. Form the pair of linear equations in the following problem and then find their solutions graphically. Okay, so there are 10 students in class 10 took part in a mathematics quiz. If the number of girls is more than the number of boys by 4, if the number of girls is 4 more than the number of boys, find the number of boys and girls who took part in the quiz. How many boys are there and how many girls are there? So generally you take number of boys equals to x and number of girls equals to y. So they said 10 students of class 10 took part in the mathematics quiz. So that means total number of boys and girls is 10. So hence you can write the first equation as x plus y will be equals to 10. Total number of boys and girls will be equals to 10. My second equation is, they are given the second condition. If the number of girls is 4 more than the number of boys, if the girls are more than boys. Okay, so here you have to mention let number of girls equals to x and let number of boys equals to y. So I type wrong spell. Number of boys equals to y. If I don't mention this, and if you write in the exam x plus y equals to 10, I don't know whether x is number of boys or x is number of girls. Okay, so that's why first you mention what is x represent and what is y represent. Now here it says number of girls means x equals, number of girls are, that is x equals to 4 more than the number of boys. 4 more means addition, then who? Number of boys. X equals to 4 plus y. And if I want to simplify this equation, okay, so you will get it as x minus y equals to 4. X minus y equals to 4. Now here you have x plus y equals to 10. X minus y equals to 4. Now what you have to do here is, you have to make the table. So how do you make the table? That you already know. Just let me rearrange this. Actually, I don't require 3 rows, so I can delete. So this will be x and below one will be y. Now this is my first equation. Okay, this is my first equation. So here I am making the table for first equation. So if you want, you can write the equation here. X plus y equals to 10. Plus y equals to 10. So as I said, first I'll go x is 0. If x is 0, y will be 10. Okay. If y is 0, then x will be 10. Okay. If x is 5, then y is also 5. It is dead easy to solve it, right? Next what I do is, I'll solve my second equation. What is the second equation? X minus y equals to 4. This is my second equation. I think your font size is looking very small. Yeah, my second equation is x minus y equals to 4. So let's see how do you solve it. Okay, just give me a second. Huh? This box is not moving. Let me put this insert. So these are the practical problems of the 4x. Yeah. So here I'll get this is x, and here I get y. So put x equals to 0. If x equals to 0, y will come as -4. If I take y equals to 0, x will come as 4. Maybe I'll go for x is 2. If x is 2, y will come as -2. Okay. So now you got both the tables ready. If both the tables are ready, then you have to, we need that graph book. Let's simplify this so that, yeah, I think now all the values are visible to you. X is 10, y is 10, still I need little shorting the, yeah. Now what is my first point? 0, comma, here you see, first equation, my first point is 0, comma 10. X is 0, y is 10. So can you guess where is the point lies? X is 0 and y is 10. X is 0 means nothing to move on the left or right. Y is 10 means from here 0, you go straight till you reach 10. So this is the point, X is 0, Y is 10. And my second point is 10, comma 0. X is 10 and Y is 0. So where is the point lies? X is 10 and Y is 0. X is 10 means I'll go till 10, and Y is 0 means no moving up and no moving down because Y is 0. Okay, so I got the second point here. And what is my next point is 5, comma 5. Third point is 5, comma 5. So one thing you remember, generally what students do the mistake is they take 1, comma 0 from here. Then they represent some 0, comma -4. Then they represent 10, comma 0. Then they represent 0, comma 4. Then they represent 5, comma 5. Then they go for 2, comma -2. After representing all, they get confused. What are the points to join? Like all the 6 points will be there, so there will be a confusion which points to join and which points to, which 3 points will represent line 1 and what are the other 3 points which represent line 2. That's why what I do is, first I'll complete this table, draw the line, then you go to the second table to represent on the graph. So my third point is 5, comma 5. You see where is 5, comma 5? X is 5, here it is X is 5, and Y is 5, here it is. So both intersecting point is this one, 5, comma 5. So 5, comma 5, let me put the dot there. This is 5, comma 5. So I got all the 3 points. Let me draw a straight line which passes through all the 3 points. So straight line is not coming. Here it is. It's passing through 10, comma 0, 5, comma 5, 0, comma 10. Okay, one, just magnify it, make it bigger. So it goes, first point is 0, comma 10, second point is 5, comma 5, and third point is 10, comma 0. The line is passing through all the 3 points. If the line is passing through any 2 points, then your answers are wrong. This table you got it wrong. Just you have to cross check it. What is my second table says in the second table first point is 0 comma minus 4. X is 0, so here, and y is minus 4. Your point will come here. X is 0, y is minus 4, so I'll get it somewhere here. I got it. And my second point is now, oh, how come? Something I have done wrong here. It should be y is 0, y is 0, and x is 4. How I came to know that I have done it wrong? This was the question. Here I take x is 0, I got y is minus 4. So again I have taken x is 0, then I got y is plus 4. Here when x is 0, this will be minus 4, and here x is 0, this will be plus 4. Is it possible? For same value of x, you get different values of y at different times? No, that's why I thought this must be wrong. Okay, so it's not 14, this is 4. Done. So my next point is 4 comma 0. Where is 4 comma 0? X is 4, so here it is 4, and y is 0 means no moving up or down. I think everybody knew how to represent the points on the graph. So 4 comma 0 I have done, and my last point is 2 comma minus 2. X is 2, so here is x is 2, and y is minus 2. So this is y is minus 2. So my point is this one. Let me put the last option. X is 2 and y is minus 2. This is the point, x is 2 and y is minus 2. Now I have to draw a straight line which passes through all these points. This one, this one, this one. Okay, the line is passing through all the 3 points, and let's put it straight way. Here also. Yeah. And we'll give it a color. So they're passing through. So now you can decide what is the common part for both of them, where both the lines are intersecting. Okay, so their intersection point, it looks like here 7 comma 3. Here they are intersecting, right? So this point is 7 comma 3. So you can check whether 7 comma 3 is correct or not. Okay, how do I check? Substitute x is 7 and y is 3. 7 plus 3, 10. You are getting LHS and RHS is same. And here also I substitute 7 comma 3. X is 7, y is 3. 7 minus 3, 4, which is equals to 4. So I am getting the right answers by substituting 7 comma 3. So at the end you will write, therefore solution is 7 comma 3. Okay, maybe here you can put, therefore a common solution is either 7 comma 3. Okay, that's it. So this is how you solve the questions by using the graphical method. Hope you understand the method. In the next video, we will discuss about algebraic methods. Thank you. Have a nice day.